After my last video, I reflected and realized that I was sharing my ideas and vision for this project quite abstractly, which works well for an introduction video. However, when it comes down to more technical topics such as the Legitaria Vastas, I believe that it's important to discuss something more fundamental before that, and that is my perspective on the birth chart itself. When I look at a birth chart, whether it's my own or someone else, I don't just see symbols and data. I see a moment, a precise moment in time when the outer cosmos was arranged in a very particular way. And at the same time, I see a reflection of the inner cosmos, of the being that was born in that exact moment. To me, this alignment is not random. It reflects something deeply meaningful, our karmic residue, our psycho-emotional tendencies and patterns, our mental conditioning, our habitual responses, and our deeper imprints. But it also reflects our potential, our growth, our challenges, our lessons, and the unfolding of our lives. In a way, it reflects the path we are here to walk. So when I look at a birth chart, I see it as a sacred diagram, a visible, structured representation of something invisible, almost like a map of the soul. When we look closer, we see that it is divided into 12 parts. In Jyotish, these are not simply called houses, but Bhavas. And Bhava means a container of becoming, emerging, and unfolding. So I see these 12 Bhavas as 12 dimensions of becoming, 12 ways in which the soul expresses, experiences, and unfolds itself. Then we have the 12 Rāśis, the zodiac signs. They show the quality of energy that fills each of these areas. They color these parts of becoming with a certain tone, energy, and nature. And finally, we have the Grahas, or the planets in English. The word planet means a wandering body. In Jyotish, we use the word Graha, which means the one that grasps and takes hold. By using this term, we see the celestial bodies as intelligent cosmic forces that grip our consciousness and unravel karma through form and event. So the Grahas show where our consciousness is most drawn, where it is pulled, where it is engaged, and in a sense, where it is grasped. They indicate the areas of life that call our attention more strongly, the places where experiences are more intense, more alive, and more significant. So, in my view, the birth chart is not meant to be analyzed solely. I intend to observe how consciousness is structured, how it moves, and how it becomes. And because of this, I don't experience the birth chart as something fixed. If the chart is a reflection of something alive, our consciousness, our soul, then it too must be alive, which means it's not a rigid map of destiny. Yes, we can live it out unconsciously. We can follow its patterns automatically, repeating tendencies, reactions, and behaviors without ever questioning them. But that's only one way of relating to the chart. When we begin to study our birth chart consciously, something shifts. We begin to recognize our patterns. We see where we are identified. We become aware of what is helpful and what is not. And in that awareness, a new possibility opens. We can begin to respond differently. We can refine certain tendencies. And we can consciously develop parts of ourselves that previously were dormant or overlooked. So for me, the birth chart is not a fixed destiny. It's a living, sacred diagram which we can study to increase awareness. And through this awareness, open a possibility for transformation and surrender. Now that my standpoint on the birth chart has been stated, we can move on to exploring it from various angles and systems. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.